What if I told you that a shadowy figure, armed with a deadly axe, once terrorized an entire city without ever being caught? Dive into the eerie world of the Axeman of New Orleans, a case that remains one of the most enigmatic and chilling mysteries in criminal history. As we unravel the dark tale of this elusive killer, prepare to question everything you thought you knew about fear, crime, and the human psyche. The Axeman of New Orleans is one of the most mysterious and chilling serial killers in American history. Operating between May 1918 and October 1919, he struck fear into the city with his brutal and distinctive method of murder. The killer targeted mostly Italian-American families, attacking them with an axe or hatchet. His choice of weapon, combined with the fact that he often used the victim's own tools, made the crimes particularly horrifying. After each attack, he would leave a mark, an X carved into the doors of the crime scenes. This eerie signature not only frightened the community, but also became a grim reminder of his presence. The sheer brutality and randomness of the attacks, coupled with the killer's ability to evade capture, made the case all the more terrifying for residents who felt that no one was safe from his grasp. The Axeman's reign of terror left an indelible mark on New Orleans, creating a chilling legacy that has continued to intrigue and horrify people for over a century. The Axeman's method of attack was both calculated and terrifying. He would break into the homes of his victims, who were usually Italian-American grocers and their families. Once inside, he would use their own axes or hatchets to commit the murder. This approach not only added to the horror, but also made it difficult for investigators to find clues. The killer's ability to quickly and violently attack his victims, often leaving little evidence behind, added to the sense of dread and helplessness among the community. The attacks were always swift, with little opportunity for the victims to defend themselves. The brutality of the crimes and the lack of any clear motive or pattern contributed to the confusion and fear felt by residents. The Axeman's method of striking in the dead of night and leaving behind no discernible trace only heightened the mystery and made the case even more daunting for law enforcement at the time. One of the most unsettling elements of the Axeman case was a letter he sent to local newspapers in March 1919. In this letter, he threatened to kill again on a specific night unless the residents of New Orleans played jazz music. This bizarre demand was taken very seriously by the people of the city, who, in an effort to protect themselves, played jazz loudly from their homes and businesses. The letter added an eerie psychological twist to the case, as it seemed to play with the city's fear and desperation. Despite the widespread playing of jazz, the killer did not relent and continued his attacks, showing no regard for the city's attempts to placate him. This letter not only intensified the fear, but also highlighted the killer's manipulative and taunting nature. The connection between the killer's threats and the city's cultural practices made the case all the more unsettling and complex. The Axeman's choice to target Italian-American families created significant tension and fear within the community. Many people suspected that the attacks might be linked to organized crime, or that the killer had a specific grudge against this ethnic group. The investigation into the murders was complicated by these suspicions, as well as by the general lack of solid evidence and the killer's ability to remain elusive. In a city with its own issues of gang violence and political corruption, the case became tangled in rumors and theories. Investigators faced the challenge of separating fact from speculation while trying to identify a motive or suspect. The complex social and criminal landscape of New Orleans at the time made it even harder to pin down the Axeman's identity. This web of uncertainty and suspicion only added to the case's enduring mystery. as law enforcement struggled to make sense of the seemingly random and brutal attacks. Adding to the mystery was the fact that the Axeman seemed to have detailed knowledge of his victims' homes. In some cases, he appeared to be familiar with the layout of the houses, suggesting he might have visited or observed them before the attacks. This detail led to theories that the killer could have been someone from within the community, perhaps with a personal motive or vendetta. The idea that the Axeman might have had inside knowledge or connections added another layer of intrigue and fear to the case. Despite numerous suspects being considered over the years, including possible links to organized crime or local figures, no conclusive evidence ever surfaced to identify the killer. The lack of a clear suspect or motive contributed to the enduring mystery of the Axeman and left many questions unanswered. This uncertainty and the chilling nature of the crimes have continued to fascinate and disturb people long after the attacks ended. The case of the Axeman of New Orleans remains unresolved to this day, leaving behind a legacy of fear and intrigue. The killer's combination of violence, psychological manipulation, and the ability to evade capture made the case particularly disturbing and memorable. Even with extensive investigations and numerous suspects, law enforcement was never able to close the case or identify the killer. The mystery has inspired a range of cultural works, including books, films, and songs, each exploring different theories and adding to the lore of this enigmatic figure. The Axeman's crimes, characterized by their brutality and the killer's taunting behavior, have left a lasting impact on the city and on the field of true crime. The unresolved nature of the case and the chilling details of the attacks continue to captivate and unsettle people, making the Axeman one of the most enduring and unsettling mysteries in criminal history. As we close the chapter on the Axeman of New Orleans, the haunting echoes of his reign of terror remind us that some mysteries may never be fully solved. If you enjoyed delving into this chilling tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most enigmatic stories. And, as always, stay curious and stay safe, because you never know what shadows might be lurking in the darkness.